Hey all you goblins, it's Big Mayonnaze back on the sandwich. Today we are playing a dating simulator by a developing company called PsyOp, but this has been published by the developers of Dead by Daylight. This is a Dead by Daylight dating simulator. And if that doesn't sell it, I don't know what will. That's all I know about it. I am really curious to see how this is. So let's go ahead and check it out here and see what's going on. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Papa Mayo. Ah, damn. Doesn't let me get enough letters in there. Goblin. There we go. Alright. We're back on it here. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet. Salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly been drowned. I'm sure that's what it is. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Probably all the seawater. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute, we've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Is this purgatory? Are you losting me right now? Ocean.
In eternity, if you catch my drift.
Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Goblin. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ah! A decomposing face stares up. So much for child friendly. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Not as easy as hitting the like button, though. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Well, we all know that the true answer here is to tickle that subscribe button. Run, close your eyes, dig up that face. You know it, baby. Gotta get that token out of there. That's a trophy if I ever saw one. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold... I didn't know that there was actually going to be a token in there. I meant to say trophy. Revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul.
Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type.
God, I don't want to be. You examine the coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for that gold coin, you suppose, so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Why not? Yeah, I'm a shopaholic. Whoa! Well, hello there, I'm Dwight. And I'm Claudette. We'll take that. Claudette quickly relieves you of your gold coin and tosses it to Dwight, who bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her. And this is for you. Oh. Well, that looks nice. I'm a little confused about this. Right? I mean, those look like little, tapioca balls or maybe some cranberries with some honey on it. That looks kind of like an egg yolk. on a oak leaf with some large caterpillar grass and what I can only assume are the mandibles of a giant insect creature. When you take a sip, you find that it's incredible. Money well spent, in your estimation. But I gotta ask, could somebody maybe design the next one of these dating sims to be all-inclusive? It really takes some of the fun out of a fantasy vacation to be watching your wallet at the same time. Thank them for the delicious drink. This is suspicious. Spit that out. No. If it's a good drink, it's a good drink. Thanks for the drink. It's quite delicious. You're welcome. Did somebody just thank us? Go with it, Dwight. It's normal to be thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Is it the head again? Ooh. It's Wilson! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting on the sand right next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh, mama! That's my kind of woman right there. That's not a woman, but, you know, the muscles and the tattoos. Ooh, goth girl with glowing, ominous eyes. And, oh, that's my kind of man. You know, sometimes you just want to be held, you know? 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway, but monsters, how dare you? Between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy. Magical or... Really? Undead? I mean, he's a little scrapped up, but I wouldn't quite say he's undead. Maybe a little dirty, you know? Each of them oozes with undead energy. A magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you could do is look down at the volleyball and back up this monstrous line of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do? Toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing. But toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball, arching your back the whole way. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arches beautifully through the air and lands right in the Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's alright. Just adds a little flavor. Try hard much? Blech. Spirit? What do you mean? Hold on! Not trying to push anybody away. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach. These strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth happily ignore your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are good looking. And nobody has so much as lifted a blood-soaking finger in your direction.
Don't be scared, Goblin. You were made for this.
Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. Kinda want to see the ocean. The embodiment of nature. Well, with no good reason to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what the trapper says, when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. See, I like that attitude. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. I'm gonna like this lady. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care what this slack-jawed moron is here. I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Globlin, you might want to, say something here. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. Well, let's hear it. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. That's kind of how I do my recordings. Alright, but that being said, I'm not going to read all the options. I am going to answer this on just what I see most honestly. Alright, that way we can fly through this, just in case the speed is important here. How attractive would you say you are? Very. I'd say I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is, compared to this? You know what, dude? Total different ball game right there, alright? Trapper flexes it, and his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. Real fire hose arms. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Probably... Depending on the speed of the flight. I'm gonna go with invisibility, though. Invisibility. Same, although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in high school? Math, history, skipping class. It was definitely history out of the three. History? Nice. It's important to know what came before so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we always will, but still. A nihilist. I like it. What's your favorite animal? Dog. I don't even know what a mooselet is. A dog? You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. I guess that is her thing, right? She wears masks. What is your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old corpse. I do like white, okay? But a nice deep red is nice. Red. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. Ah, shut up, dude. What's your dream job? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, not working at all. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations and climb the ladder. Exactly! It's not about being lazy, it's about just living the way I want to live. It's not that I don't want to work, it's that I want to do something more meaningful with my life. God! The spirit, you're the one I'm going after. Only she could spin laziness into some sort of grand crusade. These damned millennials. This is why millennials can't buy houses. Best flavor of ice cream. Cookies and cream. Horse flesh, no. I'm gonna go with vanilla because it's halfway. Vanilla. My favorite flavor is pain. That wasn't an option. Samesies. Same here. A Wraith. Mine is vanilla swirled with pain. I guess if we're talking vanilla swirled with anything, it would be cookies and cream. So I guess the Wraith is kind of on the point there. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip.
We're teaching lessons now, narrator? You rascals. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices.
Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? I guess I'll go with mint chip. Mint chip.
So obedient.
I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I'm nice. I like nice people and I loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? I feel that. It's called depression, alright? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering. And society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Amen. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is. If you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me, I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. I'm right there. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say, let's go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. Yeah, we all know what a yacht is. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. I love that. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple beauty. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. And I'm tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? I do like a good lounge. Get a couple drinks, get a little loose, you know what I'm saying? That might be nice. The beach does sound good. I don't know, these are all good. But I gotta say, I don't like the Trapper. I'm thinking the lounge or the beach. Let's go. No eyes. Woo! Lounge it is. Let's go. I think it'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. You know, I did just get here. I need something to calm my throat. To kick your feet up, look out over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything less? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day? It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? Ooh, that's spooky. Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around this place. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off this Dwight! Yes, pardon me, please follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no, 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 you must be mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, yeah, that's true, he was. But he just meant he wants to get to another vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. I get it, I'm much more of a rustic kind of guy, you know. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter mostly. When I agree with them, this is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So, what'll it be? The lounge. Like I just said. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Am I right? Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed that I was putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap. And when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island, but... oh mama. It turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around on this island. So, thanks I guess for calling it off. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. Claudette. Is that what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams? Hilarious, am I right? Right, Dwight? Yeah, right. So, what'll you be having? Vodka soda, sangria, scotch on the rocks, virgin daiquiri. If I'm out on, if I'm just sitting relaxing, I do like a good old-fashioned no orange. I'm allergic to oranges. Sangria is always tasty. Vodka soda is usually closest to my go-to, but I'm gonna go with scotch on the rocks here. On a day like today, I could use something strong. Scotch on the rocks. Claudette uncorks a very expensive-looking bottle of top-shelf liquor and pours you a glass. Do enjoy. Ugh, who would drink that? Smells like kerosene. You need to embrace the burning. The burning? Oh yeah! Why would you embrace that? Burning is... Wraith stifles a sob. No, I can't even think about it. Well then don't. No skin off my back, you weirdo. Come to think of it. Strong, expensive, better the longer you leave it locked in the basement. Scotch is the best. I guess I've never thought about it that way. Trapper guzzles half the bottle and burps. It'd be disgusting if it wasn't so... No, disgusting is exactly what it is. I kind of agree there. Since we've fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I swear, had I known they pulled this kind of faux, enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I set foot near this bar. Don't you think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks. It could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? Oh my god. I gotta start doing some breathing exercises. I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm not a nerd. Okay. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Amen. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, novel, comics, fiction, or non. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. That's how I feel about writing more than reading, but a groan rolls through the crowd. Not a whole lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on the response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seems appropriate. It seems an appropriate time to ask you, Globlin, what's your desert island book? The one you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island as this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror for reasons that should be obvious. She means this because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? I don't really care for any of those. I guess Jekyll and Hyde was kind of a little bit more of an interesting concept. I guess I'd go with that. You know, I really enjoyed the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I've always felt like I've had this other person living inside of me. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sounds like a fun one. I love a good story about friendship, but I can't read. Not because I'm dumb. I've actually never learned to read because I was too busy learning to survive with nothing more than my own strength and cunning. Same reason I didn't have a best friend that wasn't more than a rock with a face I'd drawn on it in blood. Until we meet again, Roxanne. The huntress looks out towards the horizon. There's a moment of silence among the group. Will you tell it to me sometime? I might not be able to read books by myself, but I love being read to, especially when someone does all the voices. Hey, that's what I do. That's what I try to do for the first episode of everything, and then I give up on it very quickly because I realize I'm awful at it. It's not really a story about friendship exactly, but who cares? Of course I'll tell it to you. It's quite a thrilling tale. Not just anybody can pull off a quality narration all the time. Take it from me. You don't even need to read. You could just make it up and it'll still be fun. Sometimes when I find myself in an abandoned house, I like to look at the photos on the wall and come up with little stories to go with the pictures. It's a fun game we could play together. Abandoned house? Why are they abandoned? Huntress giggles and gives you a playful little wink. I don't know. Usually when I find the folks who abandon them, they're not in the mood to tell me much. Enough about these stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye. I might suggest something a little naughty. Let's all get together, let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Ooh, the trickster. Oh man, what a handsome fella. Great idea. Trickster? Isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make all the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Why, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know, what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea while also teasing the secret trickster ending. I've got much, much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit. That's it. But let's be clear. This ain't a peep show we're having. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of view of the public eye, real romantic like. Yes, romance is the goal. So we'll all be waiting here in this complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. It's really weirdly specific. Like adults, romantic, well-adjusted adults. Globlin, you're up. You grip the bottle in your hand, and you put your fate into the hands of the empty bottle gods. Mini games consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. I have been talking for 35 minutes straight. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Well, technically, whenever the pointer stops, that's your result. Suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? God, no. Ready? Away we go! Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. Let's see. Hey! You got Spirit. You two are meant to be. Psych, you actually have to spin multiple times to get your real result? First to get 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle here on this island. Now, get your spin on. Alright, we're just gonna cut all this here. Okay, I got Trapper. Well, at least he's strong at least, you know? I like the Wraith, right? But he's a little scrawny for my taste, you know? Hey, the Trickster's pretty handsome, you know? I would've gone Trickster, but, you know, I guess the Trapper's not, you know, at least he's rich, he's very muscly, right? Just a little arrogant for my taste, you know? Ooh. Just this morning you were waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intents. Now you're looking across a beach towel, a trapper, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening on his skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Trapper takes you by the hand. You sit face to face at a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way that you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never be able to look at you at you romantically again. Trapper, we... Save it! It's not happening! Don't cry. I know. To get this close to a living god and then feel the sting of his rejection, it must hurt bad. But don't take it personally. Well, do, but use it to make yourself stronger. It's not because I don't want to, it's because you haven't earned it yet. But you might later. This dude would make a great personal trainer, alright? If he was a personal trainer, boom, $50 a session, no problem. For now, it can't be that easy. Sure, maybe with one of the others. They're weak, sad, and lonely. Not me. I don't need this. It's mine to give or to withhold. That's a great attitude to have. That's the attitude everyone should have, you know? Keep it for yourself until you're ready to give it to someone else. How can you love others if you can't love yourself first? You really dodged a bullet. This means you'll have the chance to present yourself in a bit more flattering of a light later, assuming you survive. I'm not ashamed to tell you that I think you're cute. I would make out with you so hard your heart would cave in. If I wanted to, and I do, but I still won't. Tell anyone I told you this. You die, they die, and then I have all you revived and kill you again. And if anyone asks, I was the best you ever had, which might just be another time. I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we only assume was passionate because we'd never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner is being served right away, and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation when there's so many more interesting things to die from. Okay, I guess that's what we're rolling with. Okay. That's been 40 minutes of recording. I am lightheaded, my hands are starting to go numb. It's time to end this episode, okay? This is fun, this is interesting. I do kind of love the wackiness of it, and I am excited to continue this one. But unfortunately, this has been too long. I gotta cut it here. So thank you guys so much for coming by and checking out the channel. If you guys stayed through the entirety of this video, please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you back on the hook. And Geoff plays guitar. I use him for a lot of my copyright-free outros. He does awesome Doom-style metal remixes of different songs. And he just released a new song on today, right before I was going to do this recording. So give him a shot, check him out. Definitely some good music. He just posted a new video called Viscera Fest, and I'm really excited to check it out here. So without further ado, here's a little sample.